Hey TikTok. Hello everyone and happy Thursday. Um I was up all night working. I think I went to sleep maybe like 5, 6 this morning. Um but I'm good. I wanted to come and I wanted to pour out today. I want y'all to learn from me. I want y'all to learn from me. Number one, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Um I know a lot of people message me and they be in the comments and asking asking for my cash app so you can support my website is my cash app. My website is my cash app. If you want to support me, purchase something off my website. I have an audio book on there for $9.99. I would appreciate the support. I really would. If you don't know my website, it's IamShalakemia.com. For TikTok people, the link is in my bio. Facebook, YouTube, IamShalakemia.com. It's in my bio. Um, but yeah, that's all. That's my cash app. My website is my cash app. I want people to learn from me. Okay. Um, I was always the black sheep, and um, I don't even know where to go. I know that I've had to sit down and teach myself how to say no. No, I don't got it because I really don't got it. I can't help. All my life, I've lived. I got my first apartment when I was 18 years old. I always took people in. I always took care of people's kids. You know, whatever was going on with them, they might have went to jail for a long time. Whatever, I always stepped up to the plate for people with no second thought. I wasn't even thinking like, oh, these people wouldn't do it for me. I realize that now. I realize that now. But I've always stepped up to the plate. I've oh, when it comes to my family and friends, I've always stepped up to the plate. But then I found myself in situations where I needed help and I ain't have nobody. I found myself homeless living at the Y. Like, why am I homeless? And I'm just being real right now. Why am I homeless living at the Y? And everybody done live with me. I'm talking about cousins and they man. I'm talking about brothers and their girlfriend. I'm talking about everybody done live with me. Why am I homeless at the Y? And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. I never had my house to myself. I always took somebody in, help people, all type of stuff. And in that moment, I didn't understand why I was there. You see what I'm saying? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why people would ever want to sit around and watch me struggle. I didn't understand why, you know, I'm talking about the type of hurt that you took care of somebody, you took in somebody's child because you ain't want their child to go into the system. And they turned around and made it seem like you did something bad. I don't understand people like that. Where somebody's a blessing to you and you turn around and make it seem like they did something to you. I will never understand that. But that's the type of hurt that I went through. The type of hurt where I don't know if it was like God preparing me or shaping me. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, God, like I was always obedient and took people into my home and gave them a place to stay You know what I mean? Took care of people's kids, and because that's what I believed in. I really didn't believe in kids going into the system. I felt because back in the day, our great aunts and grandmoms and them, they didn't let kids go into the system. They stepped up and took care of the kids and raised the kids like they're their own. And that's what I seen people do, and I did that. You know, and I'm just always the one stepping up. I'm just always the one, and it's like I'm confused, like, but I've mastered saying no now. I know I say no. I don't got it. I can't do it. I've learned that those situations have shaped me into being able to be that person. Do I want to say no to people? No. I want to be able to help. But why help the very people that'll watch you struggle? Why? That doesn't make sense to me. Why keep running to people's rescue when at the end of the day, when you facing a situation, you can't call nobody. Last year I couldn't call nobody, and I had to have that conversation today, this morning. Exhausted. I worked till like 5:36 this morning. Because if I don't work, then what? How we gonna live? How we gonna survive? So I have to do what I have to do. My days are long, but I can't be that person no more. I can only be that person to the people that are like that to me, and I'm talking about people close to me. I can only pour into people in that way that are doing that for me. It's not fair for us as people to sit up here and always be the one rescuing somebody, or always be the one stepping up to the plate, but you the first one they talk about. You the first one they drag your name through the dirt. You see what I'm saying? You don't have, when you call on them, you shouldn't even call. But you'll see them helping everybody else. I think the biggest hurt I went through, one of the biggest hurts I went through, is this past year. You know, um, my grandmother, adopted me out of the foster care system. They gave her custody of me. And, my grandmom took care of me like I was her own. I remember my grandma telling me, like, don't go get no job. Just focus on school. She wanted me to be a kid. I never really got to be a kid, you know. Um, but I couldn't do that because I understood where she was coming from, but I couldn't do that because I had a kid. You see what I'm saying? So I had to go to school and I had to get a little part-time job at a fast food restaurant because I needed to get my son back. I wasn't only in the system, my son was in the system. My son was being cared for by his dad's mother. She was an amazing blessing to me. You know what I mean? Helping me with my son, keeping my son, make sure my son was in the system. I didn't have to worry about my son being somewhere with people that we didn't know. I'm forever grateful to my son's grandma for stepping up and helping like she did. And his grandfather that is now deceased, he was amazing too. They were amazing to my son. Amazing. But I had to get on my feet and do what I had to do because I needed to get my child. I needed to get my child back. I'm stable now. I got me a little job, got my son back and everything. Those were the things that, I needed to do for me. Because regardless if I was 16 or not, I was a mom, you know. But I think the most hurtful thing was when my grandmother became sick, you know, and it was becoming a lot, for um, my family member she was living with. So I took my grandma in because I felt like she took me in, So I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna take care of her, you know. I did that for a year, and it was hard. It was hard. My grandma required 24-hour care. I couldn't get no nurse, so I was the 24-hour care. I fell behind in school. Um, there was times when I was in here and the lights was off. I'm just being real. The lights was off. Y'all never knew. Y'all never knew. The lights was off. My cell phone was off. I went through a lot. And to be real, you know, my grandma, I wasn't able to work as much as I was working because I was, caring for her. So I wasn't really, when you're caring for someone that has dementia, it's not easy. You see what I'm saying? It's like you having a child. And I'm a CNA too. I've had my CNA since I was 19. I really haven't used it since I was like maybe 24. But I specialize with working with people that have dementia. And when you have someone that have dementia, it's not easy. It's like a child. They forget where they're at. They sometimes forget you. They wander. Things like that. So there was things that I had to do. Like I put a camera downstairs in my living room. Um, there was just alterations I made in my house just to make sure that I kept my grandmother safe. But I went through a lot in a year. I was depressed. Y'all probably never knew. I was depressed. Um, I was struggling. And the crazy thing about it, my grandma had her own income, but her income was being withheld from me. I was her care. I was taking care of her. She lived with me, but that's how family is. Her money was being withheld from me. Um, and I think that was the most hurtful thing. I was supposed to leave for Atlanta last year. I was moving to Atlanta. I had everything set up, and I canceled everything to stay here and to care for her. Um, I think that's the most hurtful thing that I've been through in my life. That I stepped up to the plate when my grandma has children. I stepped up to the plate, and the most hurtful thing was I didn't have access to her income, her retirement to be able to take care of her. So, I had to do what I had to do to take care of her. Um, and when I did go to the after, like, it was like 11 months. I said, you know what, I need some help because I was in the last semester of school. I had to pull out strong. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a nurse to come in here. So I had got a girl, did all her backgrounds, everything. I told her, I'll pay you every Friday. I just need you to come in for about 6 hours a day so I can buckle down and do the things I need to do. So I had got the banking information from my aunt. My aunt was a big help, though. My aunt was a big help with me caring for my grandmother. So I went to the bank and I took out money so I could pay the girl, to come in and help me. And that was like a big thing. It was a big thing because I pulled my grandmother's money out of the bank. After caring for her a year and receiving nothing, I think the most hurtful thing that I'm still not fully healed from is my family calling me a thief, telling me, basically saying I stole her money from her. And I know I didn't steal it because I should have had her income anyway because I'm taking care of her. But when you the black sheep, that's not how people look at things. You see what I'm saying? Like, that was just the most hurtful thing for me. That people watch me struggle, taking care of my grandmother and, calling me a thief after I have stepped up to the plate again. I stepped up to the plate and took on this responsibility. I could have, and I said this, I could have pressed charges for financial elderly abuse. I could have did that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that because it was family. I didn't do it. I could have did that though. I could have been like that, but I'm not like that. I think that was like one of the most hurtful things that I went through in the past year. I'm not all the way healed from it though. I'm not. I'm coming and I'm being honest. But learn from me. Don't keep stepping up to the plate and ending up hurt. Because that's what I did. I'm not supposed to be in PA right now. Now I'm struggling from moving from PA to GA. I'm struggling. And it's like I put myself in a situation because I stepped up to the plate. And stepping up to the plate, what did it get me? It got me called a thief. Now, I will be real. My one uncle did call and apologize to me the next day. He said, "You are not a thief." And this is his exact words. He was like, "You're a hero." He was like, "You took care of our mom." He said, "I hate how we ganged up on you." It was so hurtful, y'all. I fell behind in school. Like I said, my lights was off twice. My cell phone was off. You feel what I'm saying? Because I had to put other stuff in front of that. Like, people don't even know. And they don't even care. They don't even care. I had to start caring about myself. I just want people to learn from me. Don't keep stepping up to the plate. Don't keep doing that unless you know that these people will step up to the plate with you, because you're going to end up hurt. I took my sister's kids in. Ended up hurt. Ended up hurt. You know, ended up hurt. I was the bad person. And I can't put myself in that type of space. And I don't want nobody to be. Let me tell you something. The craziest space you could ever be in is when you sat up here and you went hard for somebody. Because, baby, let me tell you something. Like I said, my son's grandparents was the only one that stepped up to the plate with my son. The only one that stepped up to the plate with my son and took care of my son. And I felt like I'm going to pay that forward. That's why I started stepping up to the plate. You know why? Because God sent my son's grandparents to be there for him while we both were in the system. Me and my son was in the system. So that's when I stepped up to the plate and started doing kinship through foster care. That's why I did that. Paying it forward, because somebody did it for me. But stepping up to the plate and being talked about and being done dirty. You think anybody hit my phone or hit my line and was like, "Oh, do you need something?" Do you think? No. Nobody did. I remember when I had COVID last February. I sat here for 4 days with COVID, quarantined in my room. And still, matter of fact, my son came home from school because I still had my grandma here. My son came home from school and cared for my grandma. Cared for me while I had COVID and my grandma. My uncle did come and get her for like three days. I think it was like 3 days at the end when I had COVID. It's been rough. But you know what? It taught me. Now I'm able to say no. I can't do that. I'm putting myself in position for me and my family to move. I can't sacrifice no more. I can't take care of nobody's kids. I can't step up to the plate. No, I can't do it no more. It's too hurtful. I'm the one they talk about after you done did it. Then they want to come back and be like, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, did that. You looked out for me." Looked out. How many people stepped up to the plate and took your kids in their home? Who was raising their hand to take your kids into their home? I'm confused. I learned from all that hurt. The craziest thing, my kids used to be like, "Mom, stop helping everybody. Because who's going to help you?" My kids. I'm talking about my oldest son was 11. My son be like, "Mom, they talk about you. They do you dirty. They don't invite you. They don't include you. Stop running and helping them." I never listened to my baby. I never listened to him. I would just keep on and keep on and keep on. Help it. But then when me and my babies needed help, they ain't show up for me. They never show up for me. They don't show up for me. I want y'all to learn from me. Please learn from me. Don't keep trying to run and prove to people you a good person and you genuine. People know that about you. People know that about us. They know that. Like, we're not going to sit up here and act slow or retarded. They know that. They know that. People only want, they sit up, listen, they sit up and they talk, you the black sheep. They sit up, they talk about you, they judge you, they spread your business. But baby, you the first person they call when they need help. Make it make sense for me. I know I'm not no bad, horrible person. I know you ain't no bad, horrible person. I'm confused. Why try to make it seem like I'm bad and I'm horrible? But when you're going through something or you need something, I'm the first person you call. When you need a problem solved, I'm the first person you call. I'm confused. I'm confused about it. Because you're not a horrible person. Because we're not horrible people. It'd be really envy. And it'd be jealousy. I know I got some black sheeps in the comments right now. It ain't, let me tell y'all something. One thing about the black sheep, we always tell the truth. We always tell the truth. We always stand up for what's right. We shine bright like a diamond. That's why they don't invite us, and that's why they don't include us. They don't even know how we get through half of the things we get through. They don't even know. But they're surprised every time. They're surprised every single time. That's why they call us. That's why they call us. Oh, I've been told I talk too much. You know, I shouldn't have spoke up about the truth. So why you call my phone when you need me to speak up on your behalf then? I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. See, it's you convenient for them when you convenient for them. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that no more. I don't have nothing for nobody but my family. And my one and my two great friends that I have. That's it. That's it. I know God is about to bless me. I know I'm about to reap an amazing harvest. I know that. I know that. And that's all I got something for. I only got something for the people that have rolled with me. That's it. That's it, and that's all. That's it. You can't keep coming and knocking on my door and using me when you want to, getting what you want, and then go try to talk about me or drag my name through the dirt or try to make me seem like I'm this horrible person. No, baby. If you jealous of me, just say that. If you jealous of me, just say that. Oh, I had somebody admit to me last year, oh, I always just been jealous of you. I said, well, what was you jealous of me for? You had your mom, you had your dad, you know, you had a better life than me, better opportunities. I'm confused. Why are you jealous of the girl that had a baby that was depressed to try to kill herself with the brain tumor? Why are you jealous of me? I'm confused. Baby, somebody could have way more than you, and still be jealous of you because of who you are. It ain't even about what you have. It's about who you are, how you handle situations, how other people love you, how other people gravitate to you. Listen, baby, how blessed you are, how anointed you are. Listen, do not even get me started. Don't get me started here today. Because, baby, I'm the queen of black sheeps, okay? The queen of them. But I learned how to say no. I learned how to focus on me. I had to sit back and say, Shalakemia, you can't do that. You can't spread yourself thin like that. You know what happened last time you stepped up to the plate. You see what I'm saying? Because they talk about you, then they need you, baby. They talk about you, then they need you. Oh, baby, I don't got time for that no more. I don't got time for that. I tell people all the time, stop sitting up and stop sitting up. Let me tell you something. If somebody feed my kids, I'm forever indebted. They always have my honor. Someone that took care of my child when I couldn't take care of them, forever indebted, forever honored. I'm never disrespecting nobody that helped me feed my kids, that took care of my kids, looked out for my kids, looked out for me. I'm not disrespecting nobody like that. I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm not playing myself like that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, God sends people to be in your corner, to bless you, to help you. Why would I ever disrespect God? See, people don't understand when they sit up and they disrespect your help, they disrespect God. When they sit up and they take you for granted and you want nothing but good to them, they disrespect God. See, people don't understand that. Then the tables turn and you got to come back around and they got to come ask you for something. Or they need you. How you need me after you talked about me? How you need me after you watched me struggle? How do you need me? I'm confused. No, baby, you got to stay on over there with the people that you was hanging with. The people you thought you was winning with. Baby, I need you to go on over there and stay with them. Because access is denied. I've learned my lessons. I've learned my lessons. I've learned them. I'm not turning back. Me and my family are preparing to move into our brand new home. I'm preparing to go on the lot and purchase me a car cash out. Because I've been without a car for about 7 years now. I gotta focus on me. I've done enough. I've done enough. I've done enough for ungrateful people. I've done enough. I've been obedient. I've spread myself thin. I've stepped up to the plate and I was torn down and I was talked about. Learn from me. Learn from me. That's all I'm saying. Learn from me. You'll know who really care about you. You'll know who really got your back. You'll know. These same people that did this to me, now they trying to get back in. Now they trying to get back in my good graces. Now they cousin, I miss you, and you miss me. I don't miss you. I don't miss you. I don't miss you. Calling other family members. Oh, I just want to talk to me. I know I was wrong. I don't care. I don't care. I forgive you, but I don't want nothing to do with you. I forgive you, but I do not want you close to me. I don't. I want to focus on my family. That's what I'm going to do. I said at the beginning, someone asked me for my Cash App. I said at the beginning, my website is my Cash App if you want to support me. IamShalakemia.com. That's how you can do it on TikTok. The link is in my bio. Facebook, YouTube, the link is in my bio. I don't take any donations or anything like that. If you want to support me, support my audiobook. It's $9.99. That would help me a great deal. It would. Thank you in advance. I'm focused on walking in my purpose. I'm focused on my family and us walking into this next season of nothing but nonstop overflow of blessings. That's what I'm focused on. I've helped all I could. I've helped all I could. It's time for me to move forward and do the things that I have planned to do. I'm live. it's time for me to move forward and do the things that I need to do for my family and for the community. I'm putting my energy into the community. I have a lot of great programs that I'm putting together under my university, Granville University, that is going to, once I relocate to Georgia, I'm praying I can relocate by my birthday. That's my prayer. I'm speaking into existence that, we're going to close on our brand new home by my birthday. But that's what I'm focused on. I'm putting my energy into the community now. A lot of y'all, I've been without a car for 7 years. I'll tell y'all that story. But I birthed a program out of that. Every struggle that I have been through, I have birthed a program out of it. I'm glad that I went through the things I've went through, because I've birthed a lot of programs I'm going to put in place for the community, not just the community I live in, communities worldwide. I have about 4 programs that have birthed from my struggles. I'm going to help people become homeowners. I'm going to help people that are struggling with their light bill. Every struggle that I've been through, God is about to put me in position to be able to help other people. That's where I'm putting my energy. I've wasted a lot of energy helping ungrateful people. I want to now get my business where I need it to be and go into the community and help y'all. Help with GEDs, help with housing, help with utilities, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. I'm just preparing and getting information now. That's what I want to do now. I'm glad I've been through everything I've been through, because now, I know better, so I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I'm not giving someone a whole bunch of chances to take me for granted no more. That's never going to happen again. It's never going to happen again. That's not. I want y'all to learn from me. Please learn from me. I know it's a lot of black sheeps watching today. I know it's a lot of people that stepped up to the plate and you ended up hurt, and you were sitting there thinking, well, all I did was help. All I did was help. How did I become the bad guy? And all I did was help. That's manipulation. It is ignorant. You should never be set up and made to feel like you did something wrong because you helped. Because you stepped up to the plate when nobody else would. You should never be treated that way. You should have never. You didn't have to. I don't think people understand. All of y'all watching, you did not have to do what you did, but you did it because that's who you are. That's what kind of amazing person you are. That's why you did it. But I love y'all. Thank you for allowing me to share with y'all today. I hope y'all can learn from me in my situations to better protect you. I know you want to help people, but you can't help everybody. Because I know, like I help people, and they end up stabbing you in your face. And that's what hurts most. Because you never had to help anybody. But you did it. Because you amazing like that. We amazing like that. That's why we do that. But it's okay. Just learn from me. That's all I ask y'all here today. I love y'all. Thank y'all for letting me come and pour out. It was on my heart to come in and share. I always want y'all to know I'm a human being too. I go through stuff behind the scenes too that y'all may never know about, because I'm still gonna come on here with a smile on my face and amazing energy, because that's my purpose. But just know, behind the scenes, I was battling. I was. But I love y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in with me today. And have a great Thursday. Okay, TikTok, thank y'all so much.